Positive energy all the time. Here we go. Here we go. I've been watching the Tupac trial, day 3. Good to see the beautiful and gorgeous April. Ooh. We got Dallas in the building. We got Miami in the building. We got Sterling, Virginia in the building. We got San Jose in the building. Come on in, everybody. I've been watching the Tupac trial, giving a little update. We'll be here later on tonight. What is it? Almost 10. We'll be here probably 11:30, 12 o'clock with some fire. Tonight, but I got to give my update on this trial. Uh, it's interesting. R.I.P. to Tupac. Tupac. Tupac is my favorite rapper. For sure. Yeah, Tupac. Oh, Dirk's trial. Oh God, I gotta watch all these trials. Oh boy. Oof. Well, opening arguments I don't watch. R.I.P. to Tupac. Tupac is my favorite rapper. Keefy D. I like Keefy D a lot, even though he, is allegedly responsible for what happened to Tupac. Me, I go by a certain code, and Keefy D, he's a rider. You touched his nephew, so it's going up. I love Keefy D for that. Even though it went against Tupac, still I like me some Keefy D. Yeah, you touched Orlando, it's going down. Okay, I can hang with Keefy D. I like Keefy D. He ain't the brightest bulb in the lamp, but he ain't let nobody do nothing to his nephew. Yeah, yeah, Keefy D ain't going. He just ain't the brightest bulb in the lamp. You know, he he overreacted. Now there was other things involved. I know that. There's more to it than that. But uh, I'm riding with Keefy D on this situation. Let's let some people get over here. Let me break down. I'm riding with Keefy D on this situation. I love Tupac, but I can't ride with Death Row on this one. Death Row on this one, Keefy D, Death Row. Boo, Death Row. What the hell? Listen, I got young people watching me. I got young brothers watching me. Pearl got to give you some game. And then I'm going to tell what happened in the trial. Let me give you some game first. How you let the goose with the golden egg run over there? How you let Tupac go over there? And how did Suge go over there? Suge should have told the guys, go handle that. He should have got Tupac and say, wait till I leave. Wait till me and Pac leave. And then go handle it. Go watch him. Wait till we leave. I'm not telling you to do nothing to him. Hint, hint. Tupac, Suge and Tupac should have been on the way to the car when that happened. Oh, I saw, bruh, you the boss with the money. Tupac is the goose that laid the golden egg. That's not gangster, bruh. And then Suge went over there and kicked them and went to prison. Reggie Wright had to run the record label. Then got out and went back to prison. But come on, Suge. He went to prison. Pac got unalive, messed up the whole death row. Who do that? That's not a boss move. Listen, young brother, that ain't no boss move. Okay? Listen, young black man, or any kind of man, but especially the young black man. You got to check your emotions in the door. Listen to Big Pharaoh. Check your emotions in the door. Before you do something crazy, you at home, you want to do something crazy. This is the best way. Talk about it. Talk about it to your woman. Talk about it to a lady. Because if you talk about it, you'll calm down and it'll sound stupid. Yeah, you'll be like, you know what? I don't think I'm finna do that. Now that I'm listening back to myself. Yeah, I'm talking crazy. Yeah, no, I'm not finna, you know what I'm saying? Don't crash out. You got to think things through. You can't be jumping off of emotions. That gonna get you on film. You're gonna do it in film. You're gonna do it in front of everybody. You ain't got no getaway plan, and it ain't even important because you was jumping on emotions. That was unimportant over a little cheap death row piece that got took at the swap meet. Come on, bro, and y'all got millions and millions of dollars. Come on, man. I could name two real stupid people right now. Two big old dummies. One named Suge and one named Diddy. They dumb. Diddy and Suge is dumb as hell. Both of them. Two peas locked up in the pot. How do you throw that money away? Y'all listen to me, because I'm always finna brat somebody. I talk to myself and say, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't go to that event and do that. Stupid. You know, I be thinking of stupid stuff. I ain't lying. I be thinking of stupid stuff. I be wanting to do it until I say it back to myself. See, when you say it back to yourself, you be like, I'm finna go over here and crash out. You be like, really? Yeah, man, it get on my nerve, man. I'm finna do everybody there. You be like, you do know that's stupid, right? What you mean, Sam G? You know that's stupid, right? You know what? Yeah, that's stupid. Yeah. Yeah, that is stupid. What I'm doing? What is I'm thinking? You start using bad language. What is I'm thinking? Not what is I'm thinking? You're right. You know that. I'm trying to tell you. You're gonna wake up tomorrow in jail. And what happened if you get arrested? Okay, you got a weapon on you. That's another 5 years, 10 years. Alicia gone. She gone. She ain't gonna wait on you. And you right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think it through. All you gotta do is think it through. Oh man, they walking up. Big old Suge Knight. Boy, he's dumb as a rock. He's still locked up. Him and Diddy. Diddy was laughing. Ha ha, Suge in jail. Come here, Mr. Diddy. Oh, I'm in jail too. Mr. Diddy. Boy, that's why I named Diddy. Dumb Diddy, dumb Diddy, Diddy, dumb dumb. His name was already in the dumb song. He should have never called himself Diddy. Because dumb Diddy dumb, like, bro, that's a messed up name. And Sugar Bear, bro, you sweet. Big old Sugar running around beating people up and can't even escape. Like, who did it? The big old guy. You see him? Yeah, I see him way down there at the end of the building. Oh, it'd be easy to catch him. You know what I'm saying? Big old stupid billionaire. Boy, you got Suge had like was worth like 600 million or something crazy on their way to billions. He in there beating up a crib. What? Boy, you can't make this stuff up. I swear on phone and grade. You better think about what you're trying to do to me. Hey. Yeah, think. Pharaoh, we always thinking crazy. I just keep telling myself. I'm supposed to be going to an event, family event. I want to go and start some shit. But when I keep telling myself back, I'm like, bro, don't do that. Just go in there, speak to the ones you want to speak to, and leave. Duh. Don't go in there, Pharaoh, mess the event up. You know what I'm saying? That's why you had to expunge all the cases you had to expunge. But my case wasn't really for being stupid. My cases was like racism, police pulling me over for nothing. But we're going to talk about the Tupac case. Oh, boy. So, Keepy D was talking to this dude named Wayne Day. And Wayne Day was a big pusher, man, in Compton, right? So Keepy D was talking to this Wayne Day, and Keepy D telling him, I got part of Compton sold up. And he because Wayne Day felt like he had most of Compton. He telling Keepy D, but Keepy D like, no, I got the South Side sold up. That's where I operate at. But this was crazy. So he was like, I had the South Side. Wayne Day had a nice part. And then he said, Reggie Wright got the North Side selling illegal substances. Man, you could not make this up. Did y'all hear what they said? Reggie Wright was selling that C word and had the North Side of Compton sold up. I said, Reggie Wright. Did y'all hear that today? Hey, you can't make this up. I've had to rewrite it. I said, I noticed this say Reggie Wright. Reggie Wright. Richard. That ain't crazy. I couldn't believe it. I never heard that before. I swear. He was talking to Wayne Day, and Wayne Day controlled a bunch of Compton. And Wayne Day was bragging, I control all of this. And Keepy D said, no, you don't, because I got the South Side. You don't control the South Side. No, I got the South on lock. You don't control everything. And then he said, and Reggie White controlled the North Side, so you don't control all the Compton. I said, Reggie Wright, the police officer whose daddy's a police officer. Yeah, you know all this dirt. But the thing with Keith D is, oh man, I don't want to get ahead of myself. That was crazy. Keith D talked too much. Keith D sitting around telling dude about Harry O and how Patrick Johnson put up 80,000 and how Patrick Johnson, how Harry O put up the money for Suge Knight to start Death Row and how Suge run the North Compton Bloods. Oh man, this man been talking a lot. Keith D been just talk. They got endless wiretaps on Keith D. We haven't even heard. The man just is loose lips, and you know loose lips sink ships. I could not believe what they got Keith D on record saying, man. I said this dude is really slow. Like you know how to hustle, but he dumb as a rock, bro. You been saying all that out in the world? Hey man, Keith D going under the prison. He is next to Keith D picture should be in the dictionary in the D's, right? A, B, C, D, D, O. He should be right there doing too much, you know, or in the encyclopedia under doing too much. It should be Keith D face under doing too much. If you want to know what doing too much mean, go look at Keith D. Boy, he doing too much. I could not believe what I was hearing. So he like Reggie Wright took over after Suge was arrested. And Reggie had a big old uh, illegal substance spot. It said Reggie had a big spot. Yes. After 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 Suge got arrested, Reggie Wright had all the C and Keith D gave Suge some of the street money to start Death Row. You cannot make this up. Keith D is one of the people that helped Suge Knight get Death Row. So these are neighborhood friend enemies, frenemies, neighborhood frenemies. That don't sound crazy. And did you see the part where they say the gunman when Biggie got shot, they said he looked like Reggie Wright. Somebody said that seen him said he looked like Reggie Wright. You cannot make this up. They said the man that unalived a Biggie, people that seen the man said it looked like it was Reggie Wright. I never heard that before either. They had a black dude that's a detective, that's a homicide. He got like 27 years or 27 homicides under his belt. Yeah. They said some of the sketches of the dude that ran up on Biggie looked like Reggie Wright. And now I'm thinking of all Reggie Wright's live stream. And I ain't lying. I could believe that because Reggie been talking a lot. about the Tupac and Biggie situation. A lot, a lot. That's what they said today. Today. They said the man looked like the man that ran up on Biggie looked like Reggie Wright. Well, you can't make that up. That's what they said. So Reggie took over when Suge went to jail the first time. Reggie took over, and Keefe D had been giving the money and all that for the. So this is right. This is like Biggie and Tupac and all of that is mixed in. Diddy, Biggie, Tupac, Suge, Reggie. It looked like some jambalaya, like something else, like there's something missing in that whole thing. Von Zip is something missing. Then they said Omar Bradley, the mayor of Compton, was associated with Suge. And they was hinting that he was slinging, that he was involved with illegal substances. The mayor of Compton. You cannot make this up. So it's like they saying when Keefe D got in a lot of trouble, he told on everybody. Yep. They saying he might have told the police about the chain getting snatched at the mall at the swap meet. And then Keefe D told the FBI that Suge had some blood shoot Tupac, which I think he was lying because he had already said something. He was trying to switch. I don't believe that. He was lying. He had already told on this that story that he told the FBI. That's a lie. Yeah, he ain't gonna be able to do that one because they did it in front of too many people. They did it. You did it in front of too many people. Everybody seen the car and everything. You can't. Come on. Yeah, I don't believe that one. Keep me detailing all kind of stories. So Von Zip, they saying something about Von Zip introduced Biggie. This is the type of stuff they were saying. And they say Reggie Wright showed up at the event where Biggie was performing at. Uh, uh, they seen Reggie Wright at the Soul Train Award or whatever that show was, where Biggie got shot afterwards. People seen Reggie Wright at the event. I never heard that either. They said Reggie Wright was in there at that event, the event Biggie left and got shot. You cannot make this up. I can't tell you what's real and what's not, but I can tell you this: it's some shocking, some heavy. And the brother that was talking, he been doing this a long time. I think he said what 27 years of homicide or 27 homicides. I forgot which one he said. I think he said he solved 27 homicides. So then they was talking about Keefe D had a gallon of substances. I don't know if I can say. And a whole thing, a whole brick. And he got busted. He got busted with a gallon of, I don't want to say, I don't know if I could say it, a gallon of this liquid substance and a whole brick. He got busted with it and he just started singing. Yeah, he said he was on 20 homicides. I thought he said 27. You can't make this up. Yeah, yes. Yes. He had the P, the one to start with the P and end with the P. He had a gallon of it and a whole car key. You know what I'm saying? You could not make this up. Okay? And then when he went to the police, and the police asked Keefe D, was he responsible for the Biggie unaliving? He said, no, we didn't do that one. We did the other one. He said, no, we didn't do that one. We did the other one. You cannot make this up. He told the police when they asked him, was he involved with the Biggie unaliving? He said, no, we didn't do that one. We did the other one. You cannot. That's what he told the police. Boy, you can't make this up, man. You can't make this up. This is crazy. This is the crazy. Boy, listen. The man said we did the other one. And here go the thing. They got so much video and audio of this dude. Let me tell you something. They got so much audio of Keefe D. And you know why they didn't say nothing, Tommy? Because there's a lot of people under investigation, and they don't want them to know. Keefe D done told on a lot of people. I'm just guessing, but it seemed like he was just on some Jackson 5. Tweety, tweety, dee, tweety, tweety, dee, Rocky Robin, tweet, tweet. Hey, man, that man done told a lot of stuff. There's people out here right now that's still being watched. And they broke down a proper agreement. And dudes say the proper agreement go like this. No, you don't get no break. I'm glad you said something. The officer that they were saying said with a proper agreement, he said a proper agreement It's negotiated after the case. So if they give me a proper agreement, that means that they're going to look at what I said and then deal with my time based on that. So we said if you get a proper agreement and you don't say what they want, you ain't going to get no time off. I said, are you kidding? It's like, yeah, it's still based on what you give us. Go watch it. The officer say no with a proper, that's still got to be negotiated. So if you get up there and lie, he like, you ain't getting no time off. He said if we give you a proper, it's still based on what you tell us after that. Because they give you the proper before you tell them. And he said if what you telling us is weak, that's taken into consideration. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I could tell them something real serious and they could be like, okay, Fro, you looking at 20? We're going to knock it down to 18. 18, you're like, yeah, I mean, we appreciate what you told us, but that's only 2 years. You only get 2 years off of that. And I didn't told them, know what I'm saying? I didn't told them at least 10 years. I'm supposed to at least get 10 or 15. They could be like, well, it's pretty good information, but somebody already had told us that. So you're not the only one told us that part. We could have used somebody else's testimony, but we give you two off. I didn't know that. A proper don't come with no time. Did y'all see when the police said that? The black dude? He said it don't come with no time. It's negotiated after the fact of the matter. I was like, are you kidding me? The black dude, the black cop, the last one, the guy that do all the homicides. He said, no, proper don't work like that. He said, we offer you a proper, but then it's based on what you tell us after that. And he, because dude asked him like, well, what if they just get up there and lie? And he was like, you ain't gonna get no time off. Hey, go watch it. The lawyer for Keefe D, I think it was his lawyer. Oh no, it might have been the other lawyer. One of them asked the cop, so they could just do stuff and tell you and get off. He said, no. He said that got to be weighed out. You don't get no automatic nothing. There's no time with nothing. That's negotiated after the fact of the matter, depending on what you say. And he was like, if we give you a proper agreement and you get up there and you try to snake us and you tell us a bunch of make believe stuff, you just ain't gonna get no time off. Hey, I gotta be like Harlem World TV. Go watch Harlem TV. I don't make the news. I break the news. Shout out to Harlem World TV. I gotta stop watching all these brothers. They stuff be sticking in my head. Harlem World, you all in my head. And this is Harlem Legend, no cap. Cap. That's your fire. They be sticking in my head. I be watching everybody. I don't make the news. I break the news. Oh man, I'll mix everybody's stuff together. I'm a mix Harlem Legend TV, right? With Stan G and somebody else. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Hey, that's what's going on with that. I was like, what the heck? Especially when it said Reggie Wright was dealing heavy. Oh man, and the mayor of Compton, oh man, was all in the mix, allegedly, supposedly, possibly. Hey, you know what? Some of these dudes is walking around People done paid some big money or then told on somebody. A lot of people been told on that then got in trouble and we don't know how they got in trouble. Or a lot of people that made some real money in these court cases. That's for sure. It's been some ugly, dirty deals cut. Man, it's been some dirty deals cut. If something happened to your son, if they catch the person and the person make the right deal, they is not going to avenge your son. On my soul. They not going to avenge your soul. And it's just like, it's in Compton, but that's the whole system. Yeah, that's the belly, because some of them was fed. That was fed. Some of that is fed. That means the whole country, you know what I'm saying? Some of them is fed cases, and they getting, bro, look, stay out of jail, boy. Let me tell you something. Don't do no crimes with nobody. Because the way the game is going now, if I do a crime with somebody and they want me, they will let them go, even if they did worse than me. But if they want me, they'll let somebody go that did worse crimes than me as long as they can get me. This is a fact. They picking and choosing. Man, they letting people go to tell on people that did less than the people they letting go. Especially like if your name big. So let's say I get caught with 10 things and my name big. Dude got caught with 500 things, but his name ain't. They'll let the dude with the 500 things go just to tell on me because my name big. That's what it's looking like. So look, we're going to watch tomorrow. Ooh-wee. And Keefe D, attorney, I don't know what to say about him. Keefe, it's not looking good. His lawyer looked like he's trying to pull something out of a hat. The fact he done told on himself at the beginning of the trial, and they got so much video of him telling on himself. I don't see Keefe coming on. Keefe was just too sloppy. Not only was he sloppy, he made a lot of enemies. I don't see him coming on. I don't see it. I see his lawyer trying to fight. I can't pick up on his lawyer's angle either. Y'all see Keefe lawyer? Do he look like he's doing a good job? I don't know. It looked like Keefe D ain't gave him nothing to work with. It's like Keefe D did too much. How you gonna beat what this fool doing? How I'm gonna beat your case? You all on the recording telling everything. Like he ain't giving the lawyer nothing to work with. I don't see his angle. I'll be honest. He doing a horrible job, but who could do a better job? Like, how can I help Keefe D? When I say Keefe is innocent, didn't do it, and they push play, and Keefe like, yeah, I did it. I did it on September the 15th, 2018 at 4:30 p.m. I had just left the Waffle House. I had Sandra and Carly in the car with me. I went to the bank right here at this particular time. I took a bunch of photos. I made a music video with Snoop Dogg, and then I went and did the crime. How, because he just, come on, dude, listen, the D stand for dumb. On my soul, I figured it out. I didn't know what the D stood for. I figured it out. It stands for dumb. His name K Dumb. That man is extra stupid. Got to be. But here's the thing. Reggie Wright probably going to prison. It's finna be another arrest behind this. And what it look like? Why they exposing Reggie after all these years? Why they saying Reggie was selling work in Compton and had the whole part of town? I ain't never heard that. Who pushed the button and say, yeah, get Reggie? Somebody push the buttons. Okay, take this page. They be having books with the information in it, right? And you go into court and they say, okay, oh no, before you go though, here, take this one. Take this paper right here. Right? It looked like they're giving them booklets, little papers, a bunch of papers like here. Take this. No, don't read it. Wait till you get home and study it tomorrow before you go in the courtroom. You open it up. Reggie Wright sold work in Compton. What? That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. He did it for that, but they telling other stuff. Bruh, they saying that Reggie came in the club where Biggie got unalived. I don't know if y'all listen. Yes. The man, they saying they think the man looked just like Reggie Wright come in the club where Puff and Big was at. That they got the video of the man. And the man in the video looked just like Reggie Wright. And now I'm thinking about Reggie Wright when he been on there with Mob James and how much he been talking, and it almost looked like, I don't know. And then what's up with the Snoop Dogg? Because remember, they said Snoop Dogg told everybody don't go to Vegas. What's up with that? And Dad said he went anyway. He just didn't go around where Pac and them was at. But everybody want to know why Snoop told his whole dog pound, don't go to Vegas. One thing is for clear. We know this much. It's this much stuff going on. I'm sure that after today, I know one thing. I know I only know a little bit. Because what they was, little things they were saying, I ain't never heard before. I'm like, oh, because I never heard that somebody in that party looked like Reggie Wright. Has anybody heard that before today? They said at the party, where Big and Puff was at, before Big got shot, they said a man came in there that looked like Reggie Wright. I never heard that until today. Unless I'm tripping. Have anybody heard that before today? I never heard that before. Never. I never heard that. They said the guy that they think responsible looked like Reggie Wright. Hey, Richard, they letting that out there, ain't they? How long they been sitting on that? Hey, y'all go watch and tell me. Just tell me in the comments. Do it look like they doing this? Like they do it look like they feeding the paper into a machine? They saying Snoop had the walkie-talkie and it said got him. They said Snoop had the walkie-talkie, said got him. And remember what Corrupt said? Corrupt told, said something. Was it Corrupt or was it Dr. Dre's brother, Warren G? One of them said something incriminating. They said Snoop had that next tail thing, that walkie-talkie, listening to it. And he told everybody don't go. They said Snoop told everybody don't go. And Daz was like, I'm going anyway. I just not gonna go around them. And corrupt leaked it, right? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. See, Corrupt did not go to Vegas for the Mike Tyson fight on September 7th because he was busy working in the studio in Los Angeles. While tension and arguments had previously flared up between him and Tupac and Death Row Camp, Corrupt stayed behind in California to focus on his music. Man, listen. Man, listen. I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't do conspiracies, but somebody leaking this stuff. Look, Snoop Dogg told Corrupt not to go to Vegas that night. People sometimes note a resemblance between figures in vintage hip hop photos and Reggie Wright Jr., the former head of security for Death Row Records. However, Wright was closely tied to the West Coast Death Row camp, whereas Biggie Small was based on the East Coast. I don't know, man. I don't know. He sure did say that. Sure did. It sure was that not crazy great T sector? It was weird. I ain't gonna lie. And it was new stuff. I know I'm not crazy. I've been listening. Like it looked like somebody green lighted to tell everything. So what did it look like? It looked like the powers that be then green lighted the situation. I don't know what to tell you. Why now? I ain't never heard about no Reggie Wright selling those substances and ran a part of Compton. I ain't never heard that before. Look, people sometimes know the resemblance between figures in vintage hip hop photos and Reggie Wright Jr. Man, listen, it looked somebody greenlighting this. Somebody greenlighted this. Boy, it looked like Suge and Diddy ain't coming home. I'm gonna keep it real, cause they getting mighty close to Diddy. All of a sudden they talking about Von Zip from New York and all of this, and it ain't looking like Diddy and Suge coming home. Yeah, I be stumped. It ain't. I don't know everything. I learn stuff by not knowing stuff. You know what I'm saying? The way you learn stuff is by not knowing stuff. And then when you don't know stuff and then you admit you don't know it and then you look into it, then that's how you know. But it ain't so much I'm stumped. They releasing it. I never had stuff to work with. So they giving us new stuff to work with. Like if you've been watching, if anybody's been watching, right? The Diddy and Biggie stuff all these years, and go watch what they saying now, you would have to admit you ain't heard none of this stuff. Like I'm hearing stuff I never heard. I know I'm not crazy. I got the videos, and it's like somebody green lighted, like the officer today. Somebody green lighted dude. Where he come from? And let me tell you something. That man know a lot. The last person that testified, he don't look like he. You how he was talking to the lawyer. Boy, I got so many homicides. Boy, you don't even know who you talking to. He said, I don't be in the news. Remember he was saying talking crazy? Remember he was talking crazy? Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. Let me ask you one question, Bill Jackson. Do Keefy D got stuff buried in his backyard. Because we know Zip gone. But, Bill, I believe Keith D got a smoking gun. Hey, tell the truth, Bill. If anybody would hide some information that gets you slammed forever, Keith D look like that kind of dude. Am I lying, Bill? Because if you go back and look at Keith D, how mad he was and how he started talking, he was like, they trying to cheat me, and Von Zip ran off with my money. Puppy, give me my money. Now that he's in court and I'm looking at how they pulling evidence and I'm thinking back how Keith D was beginning to talk, I'm like, Keith D got a secret weapon somewhere. What you think, Bill? Don't Keith D act like he got something? The way he act like, unless I'm tripping, Keith D don't act like he protected himself, like he Keith D looked like dude looked like he protected himself, like he said he wished he never met Puffy, but dude looked like he got the blackmail somewhere. I could be wrong, but it looked like Keith D like, oh, I'm going home. Because Keith D is one of these dudes. Now tell me I'm lying. Keith D one of these real dumb, one of these dumb, real smart, dumb dudes. Nope. Because check this out. You know why I don't? Because the fool thought he already had a deal, Bill. That's why he got out there talking. He thought he had full immunity. Think about it. He just found out he don't got full immunity. Am I right? That's why he wrote the book and was telling everything. He just found out that he don't have full immunity. So he would just pull out plan B. He didn't need plan B. He thought he was scot-free. Man, he thought he was scot-free, and they're like, no, you ain't scot-free. That proper ain't nothing, and locked him up. And he's like, okay. Because one thing about him, he definitely is a snake. He a real good snake. Like Keith D is a professional snake. Like for real, if anybody got something, that boy got an ace in the hole somewhere. Right. He thought he had immunity everywhere. But the way he functioning, hey, Richard, the way he functioning like he got something. Because they keep talking about they need to dig up his backyard. Y'all heard that? That they think he buried something in his backyard? Look how he looking. He got something. Exactly. It definitely ain't just that proper, is it? It ain't just that proper. That man got something. And you know what proves he got something? Because the government got stuff. Like, both sides ain't told everything. One thing for sure, they ain't told us everything. Because that last brother testified, he got some stuff. You could tell he was talking. He was like, I don't go on no interviews. I don't go on social media. And I got 27 homicides. And I'm like, dude got paperwork. That was his vibe. Y'all seen the dude, the detective today? He don't look like he got something. Man, KPD got something. KPD got something. Sure do. Yeah. Why they pulling him out the woodwork? All I'm saying is, for some reason, there's a whole bunch of new information on some old cases. Why? Even if you don't believe KPD got no information, you cannot deny that they're pulling out new information from somewhere. And you can't deny, you could say, I don't believe it, KPD cooked. But you can't deny that if anybody you see got a trick bag, you can't deny KPD would at least go on the list. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, maybe it's me, but if anybody be like, all right, y'all keep playing with me, and if anybody pulled out something, out of all the people I didn't see for years, dude is a problem. He don't seem like Keefe D seem like he treacherous. Maybe I'm tripping, but he looked like the type of dude that got an ace in in his pocket. I ain't gonna lie, just something about him. Even the way he's in court, looking at them like keep playing with me. I give you another example. Tell me I'm lying. Have we ever heard that Reggie Wright was selling substances and had a whole area in Compton? I never heard that before. That's what's making me suspicious. I never heard that before. I never heard. They said, what did it say? Hold on. They said Keefe D talking to Wayne Day. Wayne Day had Compton sold up. Keefe said he had part of Compton sold up, and that he didn't have the South Side part that Keefe operated in. Right? It said Keefe had the South Side of Compton. Reggie Wright Jr. handled the North Side of Compton. Now, come on, y'all. They've been talking about this case forever. Have they ever said that Reggie Wright was selling substances and ran the North Side of Compton? Maybe it's me. I never heard that. He said that cop also said that both record companies were started with no proof. You mean he didn't show no proof? You mean he didn't show no proof? But let me ask you something. That cop, did he look like he got like he could pull rabbits out his hat? 'Cause he did to me. Like he looked like he could say, "Oh, what? Ah, oh." He didn't look like that, Bill. Maybe it's me. Hey, I tell you, today it looked like rabbit out the hat day. I don't know. It looked like they saying, "Oh, there's a whole bunch more." Guess what? Cause I ain't never heard Reggie Wright ran no illegal substance in no Compton. I heard about 4 things a day that I never heard. And the last cop, you see his aura. Did you see how the cop was talking to Keefe D's lawyer? He was like, "Boy, look. Did you see his persona? Did you see when he told the lawyer, I remember everything?" I said, "What did he say that for?" It was weird. It wasn't weird. He told dude, "I remember everything. I don't be on TV. I'm the one. I'm really the one." It's like they pulled the big gun out. I don't know. But he looked like oh, ain't nobody told what I could tell. That what it looked like. It's like, don't nobody know what I know. No, I'm special prosecutor for real, like for real. And since they was already locking people up, they never needed my evidence. That's what it looked like. It looked like they had evidence they didn't need. You know what I'm saying? He told him he sure did. He told that man, he said, "I remember a lot of stuff." Hey man, y'all see how he was acting? Man, I tell you this. Since I've been watching this, the bottom line I got, Diddy going bye-bye. This is definitely, to me, this is definitely connected to Diddy. Diddy, to me, and it's just a theory, that case they got Diddy on is just to make sure he can't move around because he was going to lead the country while they put this case together. Because remember, they was saying Diddy was trying to get on this boat and get on this plane and leave, and they grabbed him real quick. But then when they grabbed him, remember the case looked like y'all grabbed him for that? Remember how it looked like what it looked like they was saying Diddy was more serious than what they showed us, and we like, well, y'all was acting like it was something real serious, but this stuff, that's why the Diddy case didn't make no sense, didn't it? Because they was like, oh no, something serious, and then they grabbed him, and then when you seen it, it was like, this ain't serious. It's like, no, we holding him while we put the serious stuff together. That's what it's looking like. Because here's Diddy, and here's this case. And this case to move right up here, real close up next to Diddy. Am I am I exaggerating on that? That this case don't look like it's squeezing up real close to Diddy. It ain't touched him yet. But man, I ain't gonna lie. It looked like it don't even look like they want Keefe D. It looked like they pressuring Keefe D. I ain't gonna lie. Do it really look like it? Do it look like they want Keefe D? It does not look. Unless I'm tripping. It don't look like they want Keefe D. They could have been got Keefe D. Well, everything I said, you said it ain't no good. I don't even. But my thing, if I'm not making no sense, I don't even know why you don't log off. Anyway, I don't even understand why you even over here. You ain't. You just over here for nothing. You should be going to watch somebody that's saying the facts. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at that, Bill. Bill, people like you supposed to go watch something that say something you can't get nothing out of this. So you tripping me out like you're getting nothing out of it. You need to log off. You wasting your time, Bill, ain't you? But don't, yeah, you wasting your time. But don't. I'm not gonna argue with you. So I either got to time you out because I'm not arguing with you on my platform like that. I'm over here kicking what I'm gonna kick, but I'm not gonna let you constantly say, no, he don't know what you talking about. No, I'm just gonna get you out of here. Like you just gotta go somewhere. This ain't your you know what I'm saying? Man, to me, they finna this why Bill ain't listening. These people like that, sometimes when you stubborn, you can't learn nothing. Cause he's saying what I'm already saying, but it's based on what's been released. And he don't want to understand what I'm telling him. They got more information. So he said, they don't even got the information. I'm telling you, they do. They got more information for sure. And what it looked like, because none of this don't make no sense. And why y'all, this was years ago. Why y'all, what's up with the new evidence? Are they going to call Gene Deal? No. They're going to call them for the next information and the next cases. hmm I smell new cases. Yeah, you could bring back a person who already took a stand for a different case. You can't retry this case, but you can retry another. You can retry a whole nother case. If they throw Diddy in there, it's a whole nother case. And they can slap you on the Diddy case. Because it looked like they finna throw Diddy and Suge and all of them away to me. And Snoop too, if he don't be careful. It looked mighty suspicious. Especially that last police officer. That last police officer, he know too damn much. And his whole vibe is like, wait till y'all hear what I know. They ain't never had me tell what I know. Like that's what I was picking up. Like I don't be talking. I don't be on none of these shows. I don't be on YouTube. They Reggie. They going after Reggie. They gonna get Mob James. They trying to get Mob James, Reggie, Suge, Diddy, and some other people. That's what it looked like. Cause I'm like, well, this is some old stuff. Why is y'all doing so thorough? Yeah, they going, yeah, they solving that. Why they telling us Reggie Wright had a spot in Compton. They never, ever, ever said Reggie was dealing, ever. Except the case he caught that he went for jail for, but they never said Reggie was dealing. Yeah, he asked him. He asked him why you only had one security guard on him. It looked like they was implicating Reggie in the Tupac and Biggie situation. I swear to God, unless I'm tripping. But over this last week and a half, they have slick implicated Reggie in both of those. The way they doing it is like subtle. I tell you another thing suspicious. And I'm gonna let you go. Answer me one thing. Why? This is the listen. Tell me if I'm lying. This is the first time an agent explained what a proffer is. Why? And Keefe D lawyer is suspicious too. It's some about Keefe D lawyer. If I'm tripping, I'm tripping. Maybe there's too much conspiracy. Keefe D lawyer ain't weird to y'all? When y'all watch him, do he feel normal or do it feel like you missing something? Maybe it's me. Keefe D lawyer just smooth how a regular lawyer be. Y'all smooth when y'all watch him. Do it be like smooth or do it be like? Cause I just be staring at dude. It's just something about that dude, man. Man, that lawyer is something about him. Where is something about dude? It's just something that's I don't know. It's something. It's something. You know, you got these instincts. Like the way he's trying it. Then the lawyers the prosecution got. You see the weird lawyers the prosecution got? They not weird. The prosecution the prosecution don't like the lawyer don't seem a little I don't know. It's like it's like you finna watch two movies and they show you the pre-movie before the big movie and what it's coming off like. It's just something. I'm gonna leave it like that. But when I watch it, I don't get a normal feeling. And I always go by my instinct. I always go by my instinct. And my instinct on this is it looked like a setup. It looked like they setting up a big case to me. I might be tripping. But that's what it looked like. The lawyer act like the prosecutor. He sure do. And it looked like they setting something up. What's up with all this new information? Like what that got to do? Like what you know? What that Okay, so all these years now you telling us that Reggie Wright sold substances and controlled a part of Compton, but you been knew that? I'm just asking y'all. They been knew that Reggie had a part of Compton and that Keefe D had a part of Compton. and the other dude they mentioned had a part. Now they've been doing this. What was they saving that information for? That's why I'm suspicious. All of a sudden they talking about Wayne Day. All of a sudden they talk about Wayne Day ran a part of Compton. Keefe D ran a part of Compton. And Reggie Wright, just out the blue, like all these years. And they like Reggie Wright was big, and they got the information. So why was they sitting on the Reggie Wright information? That's what ain't that what it's looking like? Cause I'm like Reggie Wright. Y'all wasn't tripping when they said Reggie Wright had ran a part of Compton with selling substances. I tell you something else too. Y'all ain't tripping on Reggie Wright daddy right now. Reggie Wright daddy don't seem like super duper duper suspect. I'm just asking. Because I've been thinking about their daddy a lot. Like, wait a minute. Like, all this went on, and the daddy ran Compton, and the daddy ain't on nothing and ain't on nothing. So the Reggie daddy's the big time police, and his son run a whole area in Compton selling substances illegally, and the daddy don't know, and the daddy with the big Compton police, and the daddy didn't know what Reggie just went for jail to prison for either. So the daddy is one of the top cops in the whole LA area, and he don't know nothing. Like, he don't know nothing. He don't know none of these dudes that run these different parts of Compton. The daddy, the top police. It sure seemed like I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that. That's what that was about. All I'm saying is it ain't making. The straw that broke the camel's back, and when they said Reggie ran that part of Compton and was selling that stuff like that. Because they make it like Reggie just got caught with some herb. Reggie Wright took over after Suge was arrested. Reggie had a spot. Keefe D delivered some of the money to start Death Row. See that right there? Keefe D had the south side of Compton. Reggie Wright Jr. had the north side of Compton. Now, be honest. I never heard that before. I never heard that Reggie Wright was selling illicit substance on the north side of Compton. Has anybody heard that before at all? Anywhere? Any documentary? Anywhere? Because maybe y'all heard it and I didn't. Anybody heard that Reggie Wright ran the north side of Compton with the substances? Ever before? Because it was like, oh, he just had herb. But no, they talk about the other stuff. I never heard that. And then they even mentioned Suge on another program I was watching. They mentioned Suge. Like they was getting that money from up on the streets and putting that into that record label. I ain't never heard Reggie Wright had no spots in no damn Compton on no north side of Compton. I ain't never heard that before. Anybody heard that before? I ain't never heard that. Never. I ain't never heard that. And there ain't no way Reggie got no spot and his daddy don't know. Tell that to somebody. I ain't never heard that. I'm just telling you why I'm tripping. I never heard that. And I've been watching all the Death Row videos, documentaries, DVDs, VHSs, everything, all the YouTube. I never, ever, ever thought Reggie had a spot. And Keepy D got a spot. That's why they relationship. Think about the Reggie Wright Keepy D relationship. It was always weird. That's why. They was like co-worker competitors. They was in the same business, probably, allegedly. They was in the same business, but they had to have some be cordial, some, but then they was competitors. That's the only thing. I mean, the whole thing looking weird right now. And it's like somebody gave a green light. Somebody green lighted, tell the whole thing. That's what it looked like. It looked like somebody green light, tell the whole thing. Yeah, he do. You see how he looking at them? That's another thing. You see how Keepy D looking at them? That's weird too. He looking at them like, so y'all just gonna tell everything? That's how he looking at them. He looking at them like, I can't believe y'all gonna tell everything. Okay, don't be mad when I tell. He looked like he's surprised they telling everything to me. Like he looking at him like, y'all gonna tell these people everything? Anyway, man, that's it for that. Keep watching and tell me if I'm tripping. But it looked like this ain't even got nothing to do with Keepy D. Keepy D look like a pond. It do not look like they want Keepy D. It look like they want Reggie, Reggie Daddy, Suge, and the whole caboodle in a M and D conspiracy together. To me, because I can't see no other reason. The ex-mayor name came up. It's looking like something else to me. Because other than that, don't make no sense. And the main piece that's giving it away is that new black dude that's testifying. Like that dude, go back and watch what he said. He said, I don't be on TV, I don't be on this internet, I don't be on all that. I got 27. Yeah, he was bragging. He was like, I'm the man. I don't be out here. They got me out here. They green lighted dude. It looked like they green lighted dude. Like, why is he out here now? He been in the background solving M's for how long? Who green lighted dude? his whole, y'all check dude, hold that last police, y'all check his whole energy. Y'all see how the defense attorney is scared of dude too? Do y'all see how the last cop, y'all see how he be talking to that defense attorney? And the defense attorney be like, okay, like, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's me. Hold on. Maybe it's me. Hold on. Hold on. Maybe it's me. Y'all tell me though. Maybe it's me. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Maybe it's me. I'll admit it might be me. I might be tripping. Hold on. Y'all tell me if I'm tripping. Y'all tell me if I'm tripping. Real talk. Hold on. He don't look green lighted. Ace Shaw do look nervous. You know why he look nervous? You talking about this dude? You know why he look? He don't talk. He don't look like he don't talk, and they pulled him out to talk. He don't look like he just behind the scene busting people. Is that what he look like? He look like he just be busting people. He don't do none of this. All right then. Why now? See, this is what's given away. Why they pull him out the woodworks? He don't do this. Look at his whole demeanor. Go back and watch him and look at his demeanor. And look, listen to the stuff he be saying. He be like, I don't be on here. I don't be out. I just be solving cases. Boy, I got this many murders I solved. And you see how he be talking to the lawyer? The lawyer scared of him. Y'all ain't noticed the lawyer be backing down to dude, right? You don't notice that? Where he come from? So they just like where he come from? Like who decided to interview him? He don't look grimy to me. He look like he locks people up. He don't look grimy to me. He look like the police, like the real police. He look like he'll sit out on your block with the binoculars down the block to me. He don't look grimy to me. He look like if he set his sights on you, you going to prison. You know them cops that take you to jail and put you in the cell and don't say nothing? That's what he look like. He just suspicious to me that they pulled him out. Did you notice how efficient he was? At one time, the defense attorney say, uh, "So do you remember?" He said, "Yes." Y'all seen that part? The defense attorney tried to play with him and tried to ask him something to see if he remember, and he said, "Hold on, yes." I said, "What the hell?" Y'all seen that part? You see when he be doing his fingers? He'd be like, "Yes, that was that was 2021 Friday evening." Y'all never noticed that? He said it twice, I think. I remember everything. He said something like that. What did he say? Remember, he said, "I remember everything." And you can always tell by the cross examiner. So the lawyer with all the hair, you see how he timid he is with dude? I don't know. Maybe I be seeing stuff. You see how he don't play with dude? Dude be like, "Come on, play with me. Play with me." And the other lawyer like, "Nah, no, I don't want to play with you." So maybe it's me. The dude with all the hair, the lawyer with all the hair, he don't want to talk to dude like that. I was seeing it. He was looking, this dude was looking at the lawyer like, "Shoot your best shot." From the very beginning, he was asking him, "Is this?" He said, "No, this is papers for the feds that work like this. It don't even work like that." Remember how he was telling dude how everything worked? He was like, "No, it don't work like that." Remember how he was kept looking at dude? He was like, "What are you talking about? Let me explain. It doesn't work like that. See, when we get the paperwork, and it's like this." And the other and the Keefe D attorney would just be flabbergasted. He say, "So is this your information?" Like, "No, this is information for security, whatever today. This is no, this is the higher up, whatever the people he worked for. I forgot who he said he worked for." He said, "Did you turn this into them?" He like, "No, I turned this into the Security Council." Some shit like that. I'm like, yee. Remember when he asked him like about the hire, like how the process go, and he said, "So you doing this for you?" He's like, "No, I'm doing this for the Security Council or whatever that shit was." I said, who remember when he kept shooting dude down and telling them the real professional? And he was looking at, "No, this is not my case. This is a case for the committee of the police all over the world. No, this is not my case. This case is with the district attorney office. You know, I was like, hell no. Dude was like, so what are you going to do with your case? This is not my case. This is a federal case for the district attorney's office. And the dude with the hair was like, okay, right. Yeah, right, punk. Y'all didn't see we kept shooting dude down and explain exactly. No. He was like, no, this ain't what, no. Remember, we would look at him sometime, like, remember the dude with the hair would ask him questions, like at least 3 times he asked dude questions. Dude was like, huh? No, let me explain. This is for Security Council for the district attorney of the state of whatever. And then the dude with the hair be like, right. Yeah, right. I remember everything. And he's like, hurry up. I don't got time. I'm ready to go home. His whole thing was like, ask me some questions and come on, ask me some questions. That's what I do. I answer questions. I remember everything. And the lawyer for Keefe D was scared of dude. He was like, I don't really know all the terminology. It was like, the brother's like, you don't even know all the exact governmental terminology, okay? No, this is for the district attorney of the state of so and so. You know, I was like, whoa, whoa, ooh. So dude stopped playing with him. He started playing pity pat with him. I said, bro, this is a real professional. He kept saying, I got 27 homicides. And the KPD attorney say, that's impressive. He says, that's impressive. It's impressive. He's like, I know it's impressive. Listen, buddy, this is the big leagues. I work for the district attorney of the world. You know, what was his vibe? That wasn't his vibe. His vibe, like, don't be asking me no little boy shit. Like, this is real big court. I do big court cases. Like, I'm really him. I was tripping. I was like, dude, you outmatched. He did. He said that. He was like, no. He was looking at him like, at least 3 times he looked at dude like, what? No, this is not for this is for the district attorney of the state of the world. And then he would sit there, wait for another question. He was like, he wait for another question. And he say, that's out of my pay raise. I was the smallest person there. First out of people he was saying, because he kept saying, I had the lowest position there. And then I seen how smart he was. He was really saying, boy, I've worked with the big shots. I'm way up here and I'm at the bottom. That's what he was saying. He was like, I'm way up here. And the people I work with, I'm at the bottom. Because I was like, why you keep saying it's above his pay raise? That's above my pay raise. In other words, the whole section I'm in is up here, boy. I'm at the bottom of the top. You know what I'm saying? It took me a while to say, oh, he at the bottom of the top section. That's what he keep trying to tell you. He kept trying to tell dude, I'm at the bottom. That's below my pay raise. But my bottom is not this bottom. My bottom is right here. Okay? I am the man. Under the mans and women's. Everybody over me is real big. That's what he kept telling dude. He kept looking at dude. That's the wrong question. You mean the district attorney's office of the state of the world? And I was like, yeah. I was tripping out. He corrected dude 3 times. And the dude was like, yep, that's right. Yep. Yeah, it's right. Shut up. You bootleg. Bro, you bootleg. You like some hippie and stuff that, that went and put your suit on. You went to law school. You got the snake tattoo. Like, you not no real. What? We know Keefy D ain't got no more money and blew through his money. And, you know what I'm saying? It was definitely a mismatch. The the attorney for the state was looking at the one with the hair like, yeah, go question dude. He was looking. He was looking like, go question him. Go play with him. Yeah, go play with him. Dude wanted the Herbert to get a recess. Because dude was like, nah, no nonsense. He's like, oh, dinner's going to be ready in 5. I wonder how long this is going to take. Well, we can go through the whole case. We can go through cases that I haven't even brought up yet. We're working on some things. I was like, you know what? They going after Puff and Shook. That what he looked like. Cause where he come from? Like why? Who decided to go get him? He was tripping me out. They was definitely outmatched. He kept looking at dude at the questions. Excuse me, that's the wrong question, but I know what you're trying to say. And no, I am working with the district attorney for the whole planet. No, this is not their stuff. This is not my case. This case belongs to the Supreme Court of the world. That's what they were talking to. Like, so are you on top of this case, your case? Actually, this is not my case. I am a representative of the district of the Supreme Court of the world. He was talking to. I was like, whoa, whoa. Don't be trying to tell dude that's his case. No. I was like, boy, you better go learn your terminology. Hippie boy lawyer, the hippie boy lawyer. It looked crazy. The hippie boy lawyer was lost. Boy, he was frustrated. He started asking dude questions, said, that's correct. That's right. Okay, next question. That's correct. That's all your shit is correct. See how he was doing with it at the end? Everything the brother said, the attorney for Keefy D was like, that's okay, got it. It was like, I was tripping. He didn't give dude no pushback. And dude, like, come on, he kept twirling his finger. Come on, give me some push. Come on. I dare you. See, I don't be on social media. I don't do all this because I'm really him. And I'm the bottom of the barrel, little guy. I was tripping. When he told dude, I'm not none of these, I'm not a YouTube lawyer, bro. Then he got mad. He said, boy, I got 27 murder cases or something crazy. He started talking crazy. He said, I got 27 murder cases. Boy, I'm really him. And I'm at the bottom of the group. The white dude said, that's impressive. That's impressive. So impressive. He looking at him like, well, guess who's not impressive? You. Can we get on with that? Get on with me? And could you ask me the questions in the right way? Because, like, if he was asked dude questions, dude looking at him like, that's not how you ask that question. But I get it. KVD's broke and he's stuck with you. But stop playing with me, though. Can we get somebody up here that knows the proper questions? Is there? Oh, the judge looks a little bootleg. Like the judge don't look bootleg. She don't look like she know what she's doing either. Okay, well, we'll take a break and figure things out. Like, lady, what the hell? Nah, he didn't want to have nothing to do with dude. It was entertaining though. I said, man, bro, this is a real professional. Dwayne Keefe D entered into a proper agreement with federal and local law enforcement around 2008 and 2009 to share inside details about the 1996 unaliving of Tupac Shakur. While the deal protected his confidential statements from being used directly against him in court, prosecutors argue he voided that protection by repeatedly confessing publicly in his memoir, Compton Street Legend, and in numerous media interviews. In 2029 proper agreement, the deal Davis spoke Davis spoke with Los Angeles police and federal task force members regarding the secure Biggie Smalls investigation under the agreement preventing direct self-incrimination. The catch: proper agreements protect confidential cooperation, but they do not grant blanket or permanent immunity if a suspect later decides to talk openly to the public. So, in other words, it's going to hide your information, but if you put it out there, there's nothing to hide. Duh. How prosecutors overcame the agreement. Public confessions. Investigators tracked Keefe D's public statements across podcasts, documentary interviews, and his 2019 book, where he admitted his role in the drive-by. Waiver of protection. Prosecutors argue in court that because Davis chose media notoriety and commercial gain over confidentiality, the state is legally permitted to use his public admissions as the foundation for his unaliving prosecution. They said, bruh, you made a deal to keep it quiet and you didn't keep it quiet. Deal's off. You made a deal to shut up and we don't say nothing, you don't say nothing, but you broke the deal. You saying stuff. You can't make this up. You can't. Anyway, I'll be at it again tomorrow. Boy, oh 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 boy. Like I said, you cannot make this up. You know, if a man keep his mouth closed, he wouldn't get caught like a fish in the sea.